couple days later, got a couple more things done on the Trailblazer. I ended up having to move where the map sensor was getting its vacuum source from. Tried it off here, did not like it there at all. It was reading like 96 to 98 kPa at all times, so once it did fire up, it wasn't really happy there. Moved it to under the belly of the intake, which took a whole lot of fisting to get it in there and get it all connected up right, but it seems to be working really good there. At idle, it's like around 40 to 50-ish kPa, which is about where it should be. And then got the fans wired up so that they're just on with the key. Not gonna have the Holly control them, no real reason to. On with the keys, totally fine here. So I think there's really 3 things left to do. 1, obviously got to make the wastegate pipe. That's what we're going to be doing here in a second. 2, need to get the belt alignment correct. So that's either going to be getting a new alternator mount, because this is a truck engine. It's a truck 6-liter, but it has like a Camaro or something crank pulley and water pump. So the spacing is off for the truck accessory mount. I'm not really sure what's going to be easier yet, either changing the pulley and spacing the pump out, or finding another alternator bracket. The issue with that is finding one that puts it where we want it with the car spacing, because all the ones I can find so far are where it would fit perfect, but it's truck spacing, which defeats the purpose, you know what I mean? So it might ultimately end up being easier to swap the crank pulley and space the water pump out a little bit. Anyway, the next order of business is making the wastegate dump pipe, so we're going to do a lot of cutting and welding here. I think what I'm going to do is probably try to bring this around and then go straight down here, because once it's here, there's a lot of open room. Alright, I got probably half of the dump pipe done. And, I mean, they're still not pretty, but they're definitely the best TIG welds I've done. Most consistent, I would say. I had to fill in one hole right there. Luckily, that'll be pretty hidden. The rest are not too bad. At least they're not all burnt looking anymore. Under here's pretty good. But yeah, these ones out here, they're not bad actually. Now I just need to work on my consistency and keeping my hands steady. But yeah, we've got a little bit more to do. Probably like 1 or 2 more pie cuts and then the actual like kicker. But it should look pretty good on the truck. Yeah, here you can see how it looks on the truck. It's really not bad. And then just do a piece kind of like this. This is just for visual reference of how it's gonna kick down there. Actually might not have to do any more pie cuts. Might just be able to 10-degree cut the end of the pipe and kick it straight down. And I'm probably gonna wrap it just because there's these vacuum lines here. But all in all, I think it's turned out pretty good. So just have to do a couple more little cuts. Like I said, I might do one more pie cut in there just to make sure the angle is right, and then leg it down there. All right, there it is. Still gotta wrap it, but for now, I think it'll work just fine. These can't really touch it, so wrapping it's not a huge priority. Plus, I just don't feel like getting the fiberglass all over my hands because that happens every time. But aside from that, the only things left are, like I said earlier, fix the alternator belt spacing. And then I just checked, I need to bend the bar for the throttle pedal because full throttle in there only takes this to about here, and there's still like 55% more throttle. I think that's also kind of messing with the ECU a little bit because when I did the throttle wizard, obviously you have to go full throttle a couple times to let it learn the sweep. So if it thinks this is 100% throttle, you know, it's gonna be a little weird. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. See you next time.